All right, let's go ahead and get into your reading. The energy right now is very intense. And for a lot of you, you may have even felt almost uneasy or as if you were numb or stuck or you were just going with emotion. This is coming in as an energy of the past few weeks, maybe between 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. It may have been a bit wonky, the energy in general, but I also feel like that's because there's a lot of changes that are occurring behind the scenes, which is such a beautiful energy. So let's go ahead and get into it. Your energy is coming in as a lamp. 51 may be significant. You may be 51. You may be born on 1/5 or 5/1. 73 and 75 are also here. So you could be a life path 6, a life path 1, or a life path 3. But what's happening here is I feel like there was a lot of anxiety in the past about the possible risk versus the reward when it came to this person. So you may have been in an energy where you felt like I'm putting out a lot more energy and a lot more effort than this individual is, and I don't understand why. I also think that there was a lot of shadows, or there was a lot of hidden components or hidden aspects that your person wasn't 100% being honest about. And maybe it's just the fact that this person may be somebody that is very secretive because that's how they've learned how to protect themselves or whatever it may be. Nonetheless, here, I do feel like this has caused you a lot of stress. And this may have even made you feel as if this person was significantly neglecting your feelings, not acknowledging things that you said. Because I think that when it comes to the collective, even if your person doesn't agree with your perspective or your point of view, you still want them to acknowledge that they heard you. And I feel like this person, because there was whatever, this toxic energy when it does come to them, I feel like there was a level of neglect when it did come to how you felt. I feel like this is an individual that could have been relatively either very focused on their goal, but also I think that it kind of put you on the back burner. However, it seems as if you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity and a lot of knowledge here in order to make some type of decision on your goals and actually being fulfilled, which is beautiful. So there's some goal with this person that's getting ready to come to fruition. There's also joy and relaxation with other people. We have this Capricorn energy, 10th house, learning to use time as an ally. Okay, so I feel like this. Sometimes, as a collective, please don't be offended because I'm only saying this because I love you guys. Sometimes that anxiety about going against time, or that anxiety about I have to have it at this moment. If it's not at this moment, I've waited X amount, I'm ready, I'm this, I'm that, whatever. That's creating the anxiety. And then that itself is pushing it away instead of focusing on almost that self-mastery and becoming a better version of yourself. Because if you're the best version of yourself, a lot of times what you'll notice is things that trigger you in the past will not trigger you in the present. Because whatever is going on with this individual, it has nothing to do with how much they love you or how they feel about you, but it's a lot of internal struggles. And that's something that we are seeing here with this energy of your person in the past not seeing eye to eye because of the level of toxicity. And I also feel like with this person, they could have had certain issues. We all have issues, but certain toxic behaviors that maybe needed to be addressed, where now your person is coming in and it is the red rose. So maybe roses are significant to you. But this is coming in with your person where they're acknowledging a very deep love when it does come to you, where they want commitment, they want partnership. They're also coming in here with Venus in Scorpio. I desire. This is an intense partnership where they have this deep feelings towards you, these romantic feelings, but this person has hid their vulnerability. I also feel like with this person, when they're devoted, they're 100% devoted. But I also am getting with this loves drama, there could be a lot of family drama or a lot of drama within inside of a group. And this is also somebody I do want to note, they don't fall in love easy. But when they do fall in love, this is somebody that is 100% all in when it comes to being committed. But I also feel like this is somebody that has such a big heart that they wear their heart on the sleeve. And that's ultimately what they're protecting. But in the energy of you guys coming together, you have a significant commitment here with long-term goals. Somebody has feelings of love for you. There may be a ring. And again, I think that what's coming in is the fact that you and this person have a level of purity when it does come to heart. Maybe this person was running away for a period of time or had anxiety or my way or the highway, whatever it may have been, or where there was conflict within inside of the relationship because this person was listening to other people. I also get that there was a lot of confusion for some of them that they needed to kind of work out on their own. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. Spiritual Infusion 1111. It's sad I have to say that since people keep stealing my videos like James 888 Tarot or the weirdo on TikTok who has my name, Tarot Alma, and keeps posting all my videos under my name. It's kind of creepy, but right on. All right, let's get into this. What messages do you have for the collective? Okay. Warrior. All right, I like this energy. Your person is ready to fight for this connection. They are willing and ready to put in the necessary work to move things forward. Nothing will be able to keep them away. What a beautiful energy coming in here. It's almost like you got to fight for your right instead of partying. It's to love. There's something here with this person where they're having this significant awakening. And this may have been somebody in the past that was unsure or had certain doubts or had a level of confusion around the connection because of the intensity. And that's why they were undecided. That could be why they were in their head, where they weren't sure whether or not this was something significant to invest into. But there's something here that's changing with the way that they're seeing things. This is somebody that I feel is in an energy right now where their ego is fracturing. And I feel like they're letting go of negative components or negative aspects and they're moving forward. But the thing here with this person is the fact that they're tired of being away from you. They want to come forward. That's why their energy is the rose and the energy between you guys is the ring. Because your person is in an energy where they're getting ready to take a step forward. This may have been something that should have manifested and grounded itself. It could have been in June. It could have been in October. It's coming in as this is a situation that kept getting prolonged. Because what you may not know is that your person is really in the background trying to make amends, trying to do what they can in order to clear this pathway for you. You and them. What else do we need to know about this? There also could have been disputes among family or friends here. There's a reason if they feel like I have to fight for this connection. This could even be the fact that you set certain boundaries and you said enough is enough. This even could be this person really trying to come prove to you and show you that you're significant. I also feel like too, it's funny because the karmic vibes wanted to come out, but your person has a lot of remorse for the way either something that they said to you, something that they did. And they also regret not taking a certain action towards you. If they offered something to somebody else or if they stayed in a commitment that they weren't meant to, this person has a lot of regret for that. Because they're asking for a level of forgiveness. And they're really worried that maybe at this point within inside of your connection, has there been too many things that happened in order to reconcile? Because sometimes things break and when you put it back together, you can fuse it back together unless you break something and you pulverize it until it's granules. At that point, what's broken is broken. So I feel like this person, they're very concerned, or there is an energy in the background with them with what happens if I've taken things too far. And they say that they forgive me, being you, the collective, forgiving them because they do want forgiveness, but also you could forgive them and still walk away. So this person, I feel like, is being very strategical right now. They're applying a level of strategy. It's almost coming in. They're showing me like battleships. When you're a kid and you would play and you would say A3 and then, okay, you've sunk my battleship. There's something here where your person is being very calculated and they're mapping something out with how they're approaching you, because this person believes that you are their match. This person believes that you and them are cut from the same cloth and that you're vibing at the same frequency. That's the key here. And I think that the reason your person is in this frequency is because they've healed. If you're in a high vibration and your person is sitting here saying, you know what, I'm getting ready to fight, because you probably were the one that was fighting for something before you even knew what you were fighting for, because your soul knew. God knew that this was your perfect match and that you've met somebody that's a part of your soul tribe and that you and them are compatible. It doesn't matter if you guys are exactly the same or completely different, the yin and the yang. Sometimes those are the best combinations, because if you're with somebody who's exactly identically like you, there's a lack of learning. And that causes significant atrophies when it comes to how you're planning on moving through life. So this person, they are a great match because you challenge them to be a better person, and they do the same when it comes to you, where they've really, whether you know it or not, they've really sparked a significant spiritual awakening, or this person could have even brought you closer to God, or this person could have even opened you up in a way where you began to understand the significant meaning of life. But I also feel like when it does come to this person and there is these hindrances here, there are certain things that they need to clean up in the background. They have certain loose ends, and you may have loose ends, right? But this is coming in as they had prior obligations that was significantly affecting the success and the forward movement of your relationship. This could have been the fact that there was distance between you. This could have been the fact that your person needed to go to therapy or needed to talk about something. This could have been other people, places, or things. Anything that's a noun that falls into that category. There was certain hindrances that I feel like your person has a lot of remorse for. But they want this fantasy with you. It's funny because even in this reading, I feel like they're touching on certain things in the past that could have stopped you and your person from progressing, but they don't want to spend a lot of energy on fixating on the negative energy, right? You're a warrior. They're fighting for you because they have a lot of remorse. This is somebody that's realizing, awakening, whatever you want to call it, that you and them are actually the perfect match, and that the other people around them were the reason for their hindrances or for some type of negative energy. For some of you, this person could have even been significantly impacted if they weren't approaching things from their highest good, or anybody around them, if they were doing things that were negative or talking about you or just being, I want to say yucky, which is kind of a weird word, but I feel like those people received significant amount of karma. And I feel like your person is beginning to understand that you were never the hindrance, that it was the other energy around them. And that's why they want to come forward and they want this reunion. Love never dies. You may be reunited with somebody from your past or someone that you've had a past connection with. This person wants to push rewind and go back to a time where things were simple. Things were able to flow. And I also think that if you've had a significant awakening, because you know the impact that this person has had on you. So you and this person are mirroring one another. You're cut from the same cloth. That means that this person is going through very similar things, whether they've acknowledged it or not. You and them are in the same place. See, look, prayers and heartbroken. Do you see where it's like good, bad, good, bad, good? I think that there was, I'm going to be honest, I think that there was a level of heartbreak here, or a level of frustration on your side, because you wanted this person to fight for you. You wanted this person to acknowledge you. You wanted this person to see that you were only there to love them, to assist with them, and ultimately to advise them to try to get on their path. Whatever their path is, whether that path leads to you, whether that path leads somewhere else, you just wanted this person to get to where they needed to be in order for them to see clearly, to make a conscious decision. Because how can you decide what you really want when you're in the dark or you're in a fun house? There's something here about this person being in a circus. Not, maybe they are in a circus, I don't know. But it seems like their life, it feels like a circus. It just is a lot of, whoever this person is, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of manipulation from people around them. There's a lot of people that are talking about them, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm also seeing that your person has stopped talking to a lot of people. For some of you, this person feels like they're also giving karma to anyone that said anything negative about you, or there's a lot of karma coming. But ultimately, this person is heartbroken because they know that they disappointed you. And they feel like their energy from their past, whether that was a past relationship that went sour with a mother or father of a child, or just past life energy, really does transfer into the real world. And I think that this person feels very guilty, because I think the thing with you is that while they were making certain choices based on their ego in a nonchalant way, you were sitting here praying. And I feel like there's something here where something is either clicking into place with you and your person, where you're both in the same vibration, because prayer is being heard. Someone has been praying for you. You are the prayer, or you are the answer to someone's prayer. You are being manifested. Your prayers are being heard. See, the key about praying, and if you really want to learn how to pray and actually get exactly what it is, you have to pray in a sense of without any type of limitations. For example, I pray that this person finds clarity and light in order to make a positive decision. Because what you're doing is you're removing yourself from that. So you're saying to God, listen, I just want this person to be happy and whole because I love them. Even if that's with me, not with me, even if they need more time, it's the fact that you, more than likely, whoever this is coming out for, your prayers have been very pure, which is also why you're getting the love offer at the end of the day. Okay. And now I see that your person is praying for you. They're praying that they're going to be able to fix whatever's been broken, because this is somebody that really does acknowledge that you are worth it. You are worth receiving this love. This is somebody that respects you, and they feel like you deserve nothing but the best. But also, I think this person is beginning to understand your worth, because you've set a healthy boundary with this person. You even can be the warrior. You can be the one that went through hell in a handbasket, right? You could be the one that kept getting knocked down and standing back up, where everybody around you was like, how are they doing that? I could have swore, pretty sure I sent them some negative stuff. How are they still walking? How are they still this? How are they still that? Because I get that there was like some negative energy around you that wanted to see you fail. Unfortunately, for that person or people that were waiting for a significant downfall, the downfall is coming, except it's not on your end. Surprise. And I think that you guys are going to be seeing that, because you've done the right thing. You've stuck to the path. You've been manifesting positivity. You've been manifesting the hindrances to remove itself. You've been very clear about what you want and setting your intentions. And I feel like this is somebody that really does feel like you're perfect for them. This is somebody that really does love you. There's significant attraction. I also feel like with this person and this puppy dog love, this is almost a love where it feels like for some of you, you could have even met this person when you were a child, when you were in high school or college or school. Because this is something where it's more than just the attraction between the two people. It's more than that. It's something that I feel like is unmatched. I also feel like, too, this person has been dreaming, or you may be dreaming a lot about them, and they're really thinking about what the journey is, because they're experiencing all these new things when it does come to you. And I think that you've really changed their outlook on life with the new experiences, even despite your differences that you may have had between the two of you that would have in the past, or has in the past, that's torn the two of you apart. There's something here about this person no longer allowing that to stop. I also feel like with this person, they may feel like there's a significant risk here to take when it comes to doing their part. For some of you, there may be an energy around that's not positive. This is also because your person is not as experienced with love as you think. I don't care if they've been married for 107 years. That doesn't mean that they're experienced when it comes to intimacy. There's a lot of relationships where people stay together and there's no love, but it's for superficial reasons. It's for reasons, that's a whole other story, right? But I feel like your person had to do the work. Part of this work, I feel like, was a lot of healing, because they needed to come back in a confident manner and really simplify things. It's like, keep it simple, stupid. Things aren't as complex as people really think it is. You're either in or you're out. You can't be half in, you can't be half out. It doesn't work in that manner. And I feel like this is somebody that wants to come forward, that wants a second chance. This is somebody that is really tired of being in separation. And I feel like you and this person are getting ready to have this beautiful, significant reunion of love, where your issues and your connection, these are being resolved. I feel like if you and this person are almost at this, I always say like a Mexican standoff, in the sense of they're over there, you're over here, nobody's budging. You guys are just both kind of waiting for the other person to break. Somebody here is 100% surrendering to your connection. And I also feel like this person is viewing you as freedom. They're viewing you as an energy where, I don't know why, but they said you set their heart on fire, or you set their heart ablaze. All right, let's get into the tarot. If you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. All right, let's find out, why is this person in a warrior energy? Why all of a sudden? Six of Swords. They could have had some type of significant conversation here. Aquarius energy, Mercury and Aquarius. There was some type of conversation that was had. And the thing about the Six of Swords is, the Six of Swords is still a little bit wonky. Like, have you guys ever taken an Uber ride with a creepy person that's driving and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get to point A to point B, right? Where it's a little bit sketch. I feel like that's the Six of Swords to me, because you're getting from one point to another, except because you have that Uranus energy, it's creating significant change, but some change is either unwelcomed, or some change may be secrecy, or there may be a level of bumpy energy coming in here. However, your person had some type of phone call with somebody where they were communicating that they loved you. The Ace of Cups, that you made them feel whole. Maybe this is somebody that needed to talk to this person about your relationship in order for them to agree about it. This could be them talking to a family member. This could even be, sorry guys, them talking to one of your family members. But your person wanted to let them know that their intentions when it comes to you are pure, and that they fell in love with you, they've been in love with you, but that they really needed to understand what they wanted. You have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy coming in here with the Ace of Cups. So communication on these emotions. And I feel like it's something about it just being the right time. And there is something here, like I want to show you guys this, because this is the bottom of the deck. You have Death to this Devil energy. I also feel like for some of you, this Devil energy really tried to make you out to be this. That's why in divine timing, everything is exposed in the light. What is done in the dark will always come to the light. That's why I always tell people, make sure that whatever you're doing, you feel good about, and that it's not impacting or hurting anybody else, because people will find out and then you will be under judgment. That's just the reality. You do unto others as you want done to you. Whoever this energy is, this could even be the toxicity when it comes to the root chakra, right? The root is all about materialistic possessions, our basic needs, grounding, whatever was grounding this person in the past that was toxic, that was negative, that was a no bueno, a no good, it's ending. The obsession over the materialistic, gone. That shadow self that's always coming out instead of their purity because they're insecure, gone. Their fears, gone. Their temptation, their lies, the excess, gone. Also, whoever was communicating about you being this devil, no. That's changing. I also feel like too, with this Ten of Wands coming in, also with the devil, this is something where it's not, your person is not walking away quietly from this devil energy. There's something here where I don't want to say revenge, because I think that that's the wrong verbiage, but there's something here where your person is setting something ablaze and walking away. And whoever this devil is, when I tell you they are in hell, that's legit, because whatever's happened here, it's created a significant backdraft of this fire energy. So this conversation that your person had in the right time with ending either a certain relationship or being honest, because this could have been multiple people your person was talking about. See this King of Swords energy, how it just came in reverse? I'm going to put it upright. Aquarius energy. You may be an Aquarius, your person could be an Aquarius, or there can be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus that your person is dealing with or had this conversation with, or this is just the energy. It was something about no longer being stuck on time. And I also feel like when it came to this conversation, remember what I said before? It wasn't a good conversation. I feel like King of Swords in reverse, that's not a very nice person. Because the King of Swords upright is a bit rough, right? You have to have a thick skin to listen to an Aquarius go off on you. Because then you're like, right on, okay, cool, you just shredded me. Okay, good in you, right? But a King of Swords in reverse, that's a whole different type of party animal. So there was a lot of tension. Why is this King of Swords in reverse? Discernment. See, I think that your person had a conversation with somebody that was holding your relationship back, whether that's family, friends, a platonic relationship. This could even be a third party, even though people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Sometimes it is a third party that's hanging around, that's there for convenience, not because that person loves them, but that they have to make the choice. They have to make the decision. Are you going to go God's path, which is follow your heart, use your intuition, and do the right thing? Or are you going to go to this devil energy where they're keeping you stuck in a loop or in a pattern of chaos in order for you not to progress? And the one thing about the devil is the devil never takes more than what it gives. And the devil will always give in a moment right before your life completely changes for the better. Okay, so there's a lot of discernment I feel like your person is having. I also feel like with this strength energy, Leo energy coming in here, you have this communication. You also have communication about the secrets of the high priestess. For some of you, you may be a high priestess or you may view yourself as one. Taurus, Cancer, you have Gemini energy here. 6-1 may be significant, 6-8, 8-6, 8-13, 8-15, 2-15, 2-3, 2-8. Here's what I'm getting, okay? I think I'm going to have to get more into this in the extended because I feel like there's the way that they're laying this out to me, this is going to be whatever this conversation is, it's huge because you have strength here, which is Leo here, which is the opposite of Aquarius. So that means that whatever this conversation was, it was two opposing energies that were not seeing eye to eye. One was being very selfish. One was leading from a perspective of, this is my heart, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, where the other one was like, yeah, more of a selfish energy of wanting to control the situation in a negative manner by even using certain tactics to get your person to, because I feel like there was a lot of conversation in connection to you. And there could have even been things going around about you doing things, but I feel like with this conversation, there's some type of truth here that's revealed about this high priestess. But the fact that the high priestess is falling under this devil energy, there could have been spell work that was done, which I hate saying. Also, too, if I say witchcraft negatively, the reality is this, there's pros and cons to everything. So it doesn't matter if it's voodoo. Voodoo was never created to be super negative. Voodoo is something that, and I'm not well versed in it because that's not my culture, but everything has pros and cons. Christianity has pros and cons, right? Everything you can either use for good or you can use for bad. So there is duality where some people take control to manipulate because they don't want to wait for God to do what God needs to do. So there is somebody here that's been very manipulative. I feel like I need to get more into this. 6 of Swords, King of Swords energy. And I also want to find out, because I'm telling you, there was some type of conversation, a risky conversation. This conversation could have even broke your person's heart. It's like they were really disappointed in somebody and they felt like they needed to take a risk because there was something here about silence or about needing to make a decision or needing to communicate on something that involved your person taking a risk or going after who and what they wanted. But your person had to make up their mind and take this leap of faith. And I feel like they did having this conversation. When they had this conversation, it made them realize exactly who they were fighting or exactly who they were going up against, which to me is this devil high priestess.